Target CEO Brian Cornell announces departure amid ongoing sales challenges and DEI backlash in a significant leadership shakeup. Target's longtime CEO Brian Cornell is set to step down after 11 years at the helm, as the retail giant grapples with persistent sales declines, competitive pressures, and controversy surrounding its retreat from diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) initiatives.
Yeah, and this group takes a look at safety and security at the Capitol building, as well as nearby government buildings. And this will be the first time that they're meeting today since the deadly attacks on June 14th. Now, since that tragedy, we have seen some changes here at the Capitol, like fewer public entrances and more security guard at those entrances. And the advisory committee in Capitol security is open to the public. Ahead of this meeting, hundreds of Minnesotans have submitted written testimony. Majority of it urges the committee to not change policy that allows guns in the Capitol. Dozens of entries read, "I am opposed to disarming peaceable Minnesotans with permits to carry at the state Capitol complex." So the committee meeting will start at 9 o'clock this morning. It's happening at the Senate building. Of course, we'll have a crew there and let you know what happens inside.
Okay, thank you so much, Barrett.
Cornell's exit, effective February 1st, 2026, comes at a turbulent time for the company, which has seen its stock plummet and customer sentiment sour. Cornell, who joined Target in 2014, will be succeeded by Michael Fiddelke, the current chief operating officer. Fiddelke, a 20-year veteran of the company who began his career there as an intern, was selected from a pool of both internal and external candidates. During a call with analysts, Cornell praised Fiddelke as the right candidate to lead our business back to growth, emphasizing his deep understanding of Target's operations. However, the decision to appoint an insider has drawn criticism from industry experts. Neil Saunders, an analyst at Global Data Retail, argued in a client report that the move fails to address entrenched groupthink and the inward-looking mindset that have plagued Target for years, suggesting the retailer has lost touch with consumer demands. The announcement coincided with Target's latest earnings report, which painted a grim picture of the company's performance. Sales dropped for the third consecutive quarter, prompting a 10% decline in shares during pre-market trading. Target stock has been one of the worst performers in the S&P 500 this year, reflecting investor concerns over the retailer's direction. The company faces stiff competition from giants like Walmart, Amazon, and Costco, particularly in a market where consumers are cutting back on discretionary spending amid economic slowdowns and potential tariffs. Target's woes extend beyond finances. In 2025, the retailer made headlines by scaling back some DEI programs, a move that sparked outrage among supporters who viewed it as a betrayal. And in Lucy Dayton, daughters of one of Target's co-founders, publicly criticized the decision, while online protests highlighted customer dissatisfaction. Target admitted that the backlash contributed to its sales slump. Unlike competitors, Target's more progressive customer base and heavy reliance on imported non-essential goods, over half of its merchandise is discretionary, have amplified these challenges. Analysts note that tariffs could force Target to raise prices at nearly double the rate of Walmart, where groceries make up about half the business and imports are lower at around 33%. Cornell's tenure began with promise. He spearheaded a turnaround by modernizing stores and bolstering e-commerce to rival Amazon, leading to Target's best results in a decade by 2018. In 2019, Cornell was even named CEO of the Year by CNN Business for his role in positioning Target as a retail winner. The pandemic years of 2020 and 2021 brought a surge in sales as shoppers stocked up on essentials and home goods. However, missteps followed. An inventory glut in 2022 amid high inflation, and in 2023, controversy over LGBTQ-themed Pride Month merchandise, which drew threats to employees and misinformation-fueled boycotts. These events, combined with shifting consumer behaviors post-pandemic, have eroded demand for Target's trendier offerings like clothing and home decor. AS Fiddelke prepares to take the reins. He faces the daunting task of reversing these trends. In his remarks to analysts, he expressed optimism about steering Target back to growth. But skeptics question whether an internal leader can provide the fresh perspective needed. With Cornell remaining as executive chairman, the transition aims to blend continuity and change. Investors and customers alike will be watching closely to see if Target can reclaim its spot in the retail winner's circle.